Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy, I'm Peter, bringing you another video today, guys. Let me first off say happy Mother's Day to all my mothers out there and everything, man. Shout out to you guys and all that. Hopefully you all have a happy Mother's Day. And if you're not, hopefully you're celebrating it with your mom or whatever. So yeah, we are going to be talking about the news. The news just came out. We are going to talk about it and kind of like the whole reason as to why this doesn't really fix Grand Summoners at all. And it's pretty much just another week in the struggle. So let's get into it. So for one, maintenance doesn't even work on this on Nox. I don't know if this is for everybody, but yeah, there's literally the XML file does not appear to have any style information associated with it. The document tree is shown below. Like what? Like, oh my god. So we gotta go onto the website, onto Twitter to show you what is up. So right here's the maintenance notice. 5:15, which is in about 3 days. We'll have Thetis coming up. But the thing is that this right here, yes, it does add a new event, which is the Blood Knight Saga Act 2. It does add, wait, it's not Act 3? I thought Reveria was Act 2 and Thetis is Act 3. Okay. But we got Hero Fest, KOB, you summon Thetis and Vogon, you had the True Equips that are available, and then you have the 10k Alks. The problem with this is that the Blood Knights are so strong, there is nothing to actually fight against. There's no such thing as, well, I think you guys called them, what did you guys call them? You guys didn't call them Ruins. I always call it Ruins, but I forgot what like the actual term is that you guys always call them, but I always call them the ruins or the dungeons or whatever that you can go through. There's none of that yet. Pretty much the only thing you can really test this guy against is Crest Palace, and even then, it's gonna be hard AF to kill Thetis. Like, really, Thetis is one of the best tanks in the entire game for a multitude of reasons, but literally, there's nothing in the game that could just you can just see how powerful or just how strong these units actually are, because everything in the game is a breeze. There's no new content, there's no hard in-game content that you can really try to like fight with this stuff. Unlike something like the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia or something like FFBE, there's trials in those games. There's these weekly like events that come out that have like these super hard stages to them and all that. Grand Summoners doesn't really have that. We have an event that comes out probably like every week of course too, but we don't have like a extremely hard part of an event. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, we can't use lucky units on this. We have to use actual like stuff, and we're only gonna do it one time because we only want the one-time rewards. And see, we don't get that in global, and I really wish that like that was a thing that they would do, is like with these events, make it to where there's a stage which is extremely hard. For some reason it's extremely hard, but the mission rewards is maybe an event exclusive item that you can only get from beating that stage. You know what I mean? So I would like that a lot if they would do that, but it doesn't seem like that may be the case. So this is what's coming. Thetis, if you guys don't know, we'll cover him in just a second. Vogon, I'm not really too much of a not really gonna be going too much on that. But yeah, let's get it. So here is Thetis. For some reason in Google Translate they translate his name to Thetis, but it's Thetis. So here is Thetis. His skill is 1500% water physical damage, 7 seconds enemy breakers is 15% down. His normal art is 8000% water physical damage, adds 1.5 times the defense power to the art damage. Okay, so how this works is the higher your defense, the more your normal art would do, like the more damage it will do. So it will times so it's multiplicative from what I know. It's gonna times your defense by 1.5, times the 1.5 of the defense, right? Yeah, to your art damage multiplier. So you can increase your art damage multiplier based on how much defense you have. And you can see right here, Thetis' defense, his base defense, including Tasman's as well, is around like 3.6k, pretty much. So yeah, or actually is it 3.6k, 5 and then 88? It's probably like 3.8 actually. So it's very high, and you can get it even higher. So that's what that is. And also break force 30% up for all allies for 15 seconds. In addition, mitigate damage by 10,000. I think that's what it is. Yeah, you mitigate damage by 10,000 as well with his normal art. Then his true art is you activate it once and you get Magia Drive. Then, if you activate it again, you will deal 30,000% water physical damage. Then you will recover poison and burn. Then you will negate 25,000 damage. So you will completely take all damage, right? It's like, people like Gerald and all that. They're going to redirect all the damage to himself. Whenever you do that, he's going to take all damage and he's going to negate damage up to a total of 25,000 damage. So he's going to have a shield. He's going to have a 25k shield, which is very strong. Not only that, he gets even stronger with his Magia Drive passive. His Magia Drive passive is when activated, 100 arc gauge up. Instantaneously. You just get 100 arc gauge up. Each time you receive an attack, when you are in Magia Drive, arc gauge 1 up. He's a tank. He's going to be taking all of the attacks. Literally, because of his normal art and his true art, he will be taking all of the attacks 24/7. So every time Thetis is hit with an attack, he will increase his arc gauge by 1, which is very, very strong. Also, his Magia Drive ability reduces damage by 25%, making Thetis extremely tanky. On top of this as well, if you're going to be using him in PvP on your team, he has crit immunity 60% up, so if you're trying to stall out the enemy team or whatever, in Arena, you probably could do it with Thetis. So, yeah, there's that as well. And then also when your ally falls, you'll resurrect them with 50% HP, which is very, very good. Also, I want to point out too is that this guy is a fantastic partner. If you want to use him and Reveria on the same team, he's a fantastic partner. But yeah, he's a fantastic partner with someone like Reveria. And it's very, very strong, literally. He can work with Reveria and be perfectly fine. He can be on any team. He's very versatile. He can be put on any team and be perfectly fine as well. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably want to know what his slots are. So his slots are 5-star defense, 5-star physical, and 4-star defense. 5-star defense, I think his true weapon is the 5-star defense item. If you get lucky and you get Thetis, you may want to invest into his true weapon, and let me show you why. So here is Thetis' true weapon. So what this does is when equipped by Thetis, damage 30% up. Not only this, you get a maximum HP of 2,000 up. You get 2,000 HP on a freaking item. That's ridiculous. Not only that, you avoid paralysis, freezing, and sealing by 100%. Thetis becomes pretty much resistant to paralyze, freezing, and seals. That is ridiculous with his true weapon. Not only this, his damage is nullified. If damage is nullified by itself, 20% damage or defense increase. So if you can nullify damage, which Thetis can, he will get 20% more defense, which is extremely good because he can just keep stacking it, which is ridiculous. So not only this skill on this weapon, or on this defense item is really strong as well for Thetis. It makes it to where the man takes 35% reduced damage. If you are using this with Thetis, which you more than likely are, he's not only going to be taking 35% reduced damage, he's going to be actually taking a total of, what is it? Is it 20? No, wait. 55, 60% reduced damage. If you use this, and if you factor in him in Magia Drive, where he takes 25% reduced damage already, he's going to take a total of 60% reduced damage. Meaning that Thetis is unkillable in this stage of the game in Global. Nothing in Global can kill Thetis. You can literally take Thetis. If you are summoning and you just start playing this game, you can pull Thetis. If you get his true weapon, you can take this man in to the Crest Palace, and he can hard carry you the entire way with probably 4-star units on your team. He could probably solo the boss. Granted, it may take a very long time, but that's what he will do. And that's just how it is currently in Global, because there's no event or content that is hard enough to really show how strong Thetis really is, because right now he's going to be overpowered. There's no reason in any hard content you will not take Thetis at all, because there's no reason that you can take Thetis in whatever. Like, there's nothing that Thetis is bad in, and it's ridiculous. Especially in Global, because there's no like dungeons, ruins, whatever you guys call them, with the floors. That's what no, the floors is dungeon trial floors. I forgot what you guys call them exactly. The tower, is that what it is? The tower? I can't remember, but literally, there's nothing like that in Global. So the only time Thetis may struggle, and I don't think he will struggle in it, is just he may not be usable in some of the Dungeon Trials floors, but then again, I think Thetis is usable in all Dungeon Trials floors. Hell, I think he's even required in some of them, or he's not required, but he makes it so much easier because he's just so strong. This guy is ridiculous. Not even talking about, future later on, Vox coming out. Whenever Vox comes out as well, him and Vox on the same team makes Mono Water so ridiculously strong. And also you gotta factor in the fact that Rimuru came out recently with just the crossover unit, so they have a really good Argent unit now with that. So, you know, you put Thetis, Vox, Rimuru, and then Weaver on the same team, good lord, there's no one dying on the team. And you don't really need that much damage, because if you do, Thetis is going to be doing decent damage, because the more defense Thetis has, the more damage he does with his normal art. Also, you know, it's going to increase everybody's break power by 30%, and he's able to reduce break resist with his skill. Not only that, Vox is going to be constantly giving everybody 100% crit chance. If you want to, you can use Weaver whenever Vox uses his true art, and, you know, Thetis uses his true art at the same time, and you can just all, like, just do a ton of damage, because, you know, Weaver's going to increase everybody's crit damage by 30%, right? And then, or 50%, one of the two. And just do amazing work. Rimuru is just there to, you know, get everybody Argent and constantly increase everybody's stats, which is going to furthermore increase Thetis' stats in return by an extra, what, 20% on top of that, not even factoring everything else. This man, Thetis is going to be around, like, no lie, like, he could probably get around, like, 15k HP or, like, 18k HP if you actually, like, do it right and use the water relics and all that. It's going to be absolutely absurd what this man can do. So, like I said, equipment slots, me personally, what I would recommend, 5-star defense, always his true weapon. If you really want to go in for Thetis, I would say his true weapon. He doesn't need it, but it's very, very good. If you don't want to use his true weapon, actually, you could probably just get away with using his event weapon. That'll probably be perfectly fine. But I would say you definitely want his true weapon if you want to get the most out of Thetis. His true weapon for 5-star defense, 5-star physical, Curse Light Swords, because you get plus 500 to all stats, and not only that, you get the art gen. And then 4-star defense, I would say probably if you're going up against a physical type boss, Finro Gauntlets from the Roar event. If you are going against anything else, just based on, like, whatever else you're going up against, just based off, like, the typing. So, for example, if you're going against a dark boss, use the Phantom Mask, that's what it's called, and all that stuff. You know, just change it based accordingly to what you're going against. I think you're going to be perfectly fine with the 4-star defense. Or you can just constantly keep on Finro Gauntlets, because that also gives a shield as well. So, yeah. It's absolutely ridiculous what this man Thetis is going to be able to do. And he's going to be broken. And there's nothing in the game that can stop him. There's nothing in the game that will even rival how strong he really is. And it's ridiculous. So guys, that is going to be it for the video today, man. Thank you all for coming out, man. It's been your boy OP. And I'm out, guys. Peace. Good luck to everyone pulling for Thetis as well. Hopefully you guys all pull them. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a summon stream. I'm going to be trying to do some out summons and maybe a free multi and see if I can get them. But yeah. For now though, guys, thank you all for coming out, man. It's been your boy OP, and I'm out, guys. Peace.